What's up, freeloaders? Welcome to Trade Recap, episode 17. Kind of have a disappointing one. Um, it's a 100-point win, which I guess I should be grateful for on a Monday because I wasn't expecting much. I think pretty much I was in from, let me go peek. All right, so this is saying 498.5, 498.5. Not bad, and it looks like my stop loss was pretty tight right off rip. Go to the 1 minute, kind of see like time frame wise where exactly this picture came into play. I think this is the 1 minute, or no, this is the 5 minute. Sorry. So on the 5 minute, that came into play. That stop loss was under 486. I'm not really sure what's there, but I'm going to go ahead and look on the lower time frame. 486. So let's go see. 486. Okay, I see. So I don't think that my stop loss began at 486. I think it most likely began right here. Uh, because I just didn't want to see it flipping down at all on the 5 second time frame. So I was pretty much looking for it to um, come and take uh, not come and take this low out. And the entry model essentially was a kind of like a Mark II failure or like a low tap back failure sort of thing. So basically, I could see from the lower time frame that price was failing to deliver to this low, which made me think for one, this was going to be a draw, and for two, that up here is going to be a draw. I just got stopped in profit, and I probably got fucking stop rated. I thought that if we came below this and closed with 5 seconds, that would mean that we were pretty much stuck in a range for the day. Initially, I had my stop more like under this guy, and then I thought, well, let me go ahead and secure a little bit more because I think that this is a point of invalidation, and it just turns out that it wasn't, which is so far, which was really fucking annoying. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it hits the top here, but I'm pretty frustrated right now. But I should be happy. I mean, I'm up like 10% on my account on the day, and it's only a Monday, and I'm only going for like 25% on the week. So yeah, I got stopped out right at 600 in profit. Um, so 101 point long, 5R pretty much, 4.8R, not bad as far as, trade ratio goes. Um, I don't know how we're gonna get here. Like I said, I do think we're gonna range. We could go lower. I don't necessarily think we're going lower before we come and take this. Um, so ultimately, I really was looking for the 2 hour to give us a touch on the ATR. I didn't say that I thought it was going to happen today. I did say that I think it's not going to all be in one day. But I am bullish bias pretty much until we can get to this ATR. And let's go ahead and pull up the momentum bias index as well. So you see, we're leaving the red right now. Um, so that could mean that we end up just completely crossing through it, which helps the bullish bias interim anyways. But we did a couple weird things today. So for one, I had this as a draw. I did short this morning and made some money off of that. I was looking for here when we didn't touch it. I lowered my TP just a little bit more down to 418 when I knew that 418 was not going to get taken, and I'm going to explain that in a second. When I knew that it was not going to get taken, I pretty much switched and said, okay, I think we're going to come run up above this swing on the 15 minute. And the reason I think we're going to come above this swing on the 15 minute is because I think that that would be the ultimate fake out for anyone in the market who's looking to try to catch a reversal or something. This appears as a 2 hour swing, barely to the tick, but we know, if you follow me, that this is not a 2 hour swing because the 15 minute didn't flip up and flip back down. So my idea is that I'm looking at this and it's coming back down. Maybe I did make the right choice for going ahead and taking profit. I don't know. We'll see. And I don't think that this is a point of invalidation to where we're going to come all the way back down here. But I think, I thought if we hit 600, we're probably going to hit this guy. We're probably going to fall through this low. And from there, sorry, let me zoom in. We're probably going to hit this guy, this line, and then fall through this low. And once falling through this low, then really, there's not something structural to stop us there. So we would just need to be looking for another flip up. All of structure today was completely invisible structure from the 5 second, which is why I'm using it so adamantly and using fake flip zones for points of invalidation. Because if we, let me just get rid of this. On the 5 second, we flip down, we flip up, we flip down, we flip up. And then I think here we flipped down and then up and then down, and then we came and tapped this right here, right? So I'm thinking if we have put in a internal flip up on the 5 second here, and we're already obviously very deep into this fake flip zone over here, and even more so, there's a swing, there's a flip up right here as well. So just being where we are, I think putting in lower lows essentially means that we're going to be taking out these fake flip zone points of structure, and then we maybe can use the 5 second to then form um, a new series that can take us a little bit higher up. Maybe it ends up looking kind of like that sort of thing, and then maybe a manipulation and some sort of dump, and maybe this ends up being higher, or maybe it ends up being right where I just drew it. It depends on kind of how long we stall and how long the volume in the market takes to continue to move down. We do have, let me look, I think there's, yeah. So this is because of volume metrics, this has been deemed as a resistance level. So I do think that this is ultimately the draw. And I think that we're really just going to like kind of stall in range for a while today. And then either tonight or tomorrow is when I think we're going to see ourselves come up above this. It would be extremely uncomfortable for bears right now, but any condolence I can offer is that this right here was extremely uncomfortable, right? And so, of course, this right here could also be extremely uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean necessarily that you're wrong for being a bear on the higher time frame. I'm not a bull or a bear right now on the higher time frame. I mean, I definitely lean towards the bear side because of everything I've been seeing, but we'll find out. But yeah, I mean, we had this, and I'm sure that a lot of people thought, oh my God, look, the 2 hour just inverted right here, and then boom, it just runs right through. I'm really imagining pretty much a very similar scenario here. I think we're going to hit that ATR, and I think after that, we can have another sell off to hit this drawdown here. But if that's not the case, then we just tap back into here, and now we're going lower, and that's fine. I'm okay with missing out on that because it's not going to my draw. It's not my idea. This trade was my idea, and so like I said, I was going to talk about how I kind of identified this. So I'm going to just start off by drawing structure, and this is going to be kind of monotonous. So if you have like ADHD or something, go ahead and pop your Adderall pill here. Um, Pretty much, we have a high, a low, a high, a low, and I'm drawing structure here. High, low. I think a high and a low here as well. And high. God, my stomach hurts. Oof. Low, high. Scoot on over here. By the way, if you guys didn't know, if you have a mouse that has this thing that can like click back and forth here, you can use that to scroll so you don't have to click and drag. We have, I think, a flip up here occurred. Yeah. And then it tried to go higher, but it couldn't. So let's actually fix this. It went here, structure, and then it flipped back down after coming and closing underneath this, which is right here. And then we continue to swing like this. Over here, we have another swing. We have a flip up. We have a swing. And we have a flip down. We have a swing down, right? And then we're getting lower and lower and lower, right? And so why didn't I get in on the flip up right here? And I'm going to give you 5 seconds of silence to try to figure out why I didn't get in on the 5-second flip up. Okay. It might have been like 6 seconds. If you didn't get it, that's okay. I'm not going to tell you to quit trading. I'm just going to tell you you need to study the invisible market structure video again because you don't know it. You don't know invisible market structure because this is just a 5-second swing as opposed to this whole thing is a fake flip zone, which we can equate more to a 1 minute swing, right? And so we get this low and we flip up and then we flip down. And when we flip down, right, I'm thinking, okay, if this flip up now, because we're so low in this range, if this flip up here gets taken, then the deal's off, right? There's a negotiation here for us to take the low, the deal's off, okay? So when we go and take it, right, and maybe this wasn't, no, did this get under right here? No, it didn't. Okay. So the swing, I mean, this flipped up, and I could say, okay, I got in and chased it. And it would have been a better entry, right? It would have been a better entry if I got it on the flip, but it wouldn't have been a confirmation that I was comfortable with. So I waited for it to flip up, and then I waited for one more swing to make sure that it wasn't fake, pretty much. Okay. And then when it came back in, that is when I got into the trade. So as you can see, there's tons of work that goes into having that precision, right? And understanding of invisible market structure. We get in right here with a stop right here, and that basically tells me, hey, if we make another swing and we flip right back down, we're not really ready to trend up, right? Though this is a Mark II of a fake flip zone, this down here was the Mark II of the flip zone itself. Or sorry, this down here is the Mark II of the flip zone itself. I don't want to be sitting in this with a stop loss all the way down here. I did get into this trade with multiple contracts and ended up only holding one until the final runner at 100 points. So I wasn't willing to risk that much on this one because it's a Monday and it's it's not my go-to play, right? It's a good play, but it's not my go-to play. And then how I managed the trade essentially to begin with until we got up above this, I was pretty much dragging behind 2 stops behind on 5-second structure. So let me go ahead and draw that 5-second structure for people right here and for myself because this is good practice. And we have this guy, we have this, we have this, and this, and this, and this, and I'm hesitant to count this one, but I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it. I don't remember how I went to the gym. That's why my hair is wet, and I didn't pay 100% attention after that. So we have another swing up here. I know that, and then our flip down occurs right here, but this is not a swing, so we will just go ahead and call this the swing. This doesn't have a wick. This does have a wick. This does have a wick. I like low, high, low, higher, high. So I'll go ahead and call that for the 5 second. Maybe not on the 1 minute because I can dissect it, but on the 5 second I can't. Unless I got like a Renko or something, I'm not gonna do that because it's gay. We have a swing up, so a flip up and a swing up, right? This is the situation I was trying to avoid pretty much down below, right, over here. So up here, we do make a fake flip zone, but then boom, we run straight back down. So I didn't want to end up having to sit through all that and then have it come, lower and lower and then end up taking this out. This wasn't that situation. This one ended up working out okay and continuing higher, which is cool. So let's continue with the market structure. Right. I'm going to go ahead and actually identify this as a little swing, even though it's two candles. I don't really like to do that, but it's the 5 second. So I like this flip up. We have a double bottom sort of thing right here, which pretty much means nothing to me. This doesn't have a wick on it, so this one gets closed below. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with this one because there's no closure. And then we have a flip down, right? So when we had this flip down, I immediately, when we came back up, I moved my stop loss underneath this because on the 1 second or the nanosecond or whatever the hell it is, right? We know that there's something going on here that we have hit this swing, right? And we've shot up, and this is some sort of even lower than 5 second flip down, okay, or flip up. And so if we're this deep into this, the rule applies. We're deep into that bullish range of this, the range of this bullish swing up slash flip. I want us to not come back and take this out. Okay, so we end up. I said, hey, if we can take 620, then I'm good to go to move my stop loss below either 583 or 576, whichever one, doesn't really matter. We end up making that fake flip zone successfully, and we get all the way up here in one swing on the 5 second, right? Then we hit the bearish ATR, and it seemed like that was getting ready to make this move down, but we know that this is our swing here, so there's no real. We have another fake flip zone here as well, right? So this fake flip zone sends us higher once again. We get up above this with closure, okay? And so now the way I typically identify a range is when you go make a higher high and you go make a lower low right after each other. And then if you just then act like you're in a range, you're pretty much safe to assume you're in a range, right? So how it works is we did our fake flip zone, we did our high, we did our low, so a higher high and a low, and then a higher high, and then a lower low over here. So let's look where this closed. We do a lower low over here. And I'll fix that after we're done here because my OCD is gonna break me. We have a low, we have a high, and then boom, we have a flip up. So I like that flip up, okay? But everything was getting a little bit shaky here. We're gonna go ahead and just mark this as a swing because these wicks expanded the range, but it's all the same. We have a swing up here. We touch, right? We touch. I said if we close above 660, right? If we close above 660 on 5 seconds, said that in the chart section. You guys can join the free Discord and go look. Said that in the chart section, and we did not close. We wicked, and then we flipped down, which is like, oh shit, okay. So at that point, I'm like, my stop loss is going here because that's the least amount I'm willing to lose. I'm okay with this flipping down because we do have a fake flip zone here, right? This sort of thing, but it's tough. Honestly, in hindsight, maybe I should have just gotten out of the trade there. And I think I'm just probably like realizing that live on recording. Maybe I should have just gotten out of the trade there. That's okay though, because we didn't leave that much on the table. And then we have a flip up, and then again followed by another flip down, making another fake flip zone. Eventually, it takes a little while, but we do go wick above this yet again. We can't do it. And then that just expands the range there. We go down and make another fake flip zone. So then again, I had another opportunity to get out that I did not take. That's funny. I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention because I was at the gym. It's okay. We have a low, we have a high, we have a low, we have a fuck this thing. Why is it moving so fast? We have a flip up and then boom, another flip back down. So that's just continuing to tell me that this thing is not wanting to go make its draw above right now, and that it needs to come down and consolidate it at lower prices. So that's current price action on the 5 second, and I'm going to go ahead and fix this. And I think there might have been another one. Yeah, go ahead and fix this as well. So yeah, I mean that's how I dragged my stop loss, was pretty much just carrying it behind. Um, let's just draw a let's just draw one of those lines, and I'll kind of show you. I'll give you imagery on this, right? So I started by my stop loss was beneath the swing. Once we made another swing, and then once we made this second swing, I moved my stop loss to here. That's why you see the image with the stop loss at just 12 to 13 points. Then after that, I kept it here until we confirmed this swing. Then I moved to break even. Once we confirmed this swing, I moved to here. And then once we confirmed this swing, I think I just stayed here for a bit until we launched higher and got closer up top. And then I saw on the 1 minute that we had a some of the confluences from these indicators giving some help. So basically right here, we tried to break out of this resistance zone, and then we failed in this bullish ATR with the green momentum bias index helped send us back up. So I pretty much said, hey, if we break this right here, I want to be out. So that was when I said, okay, regardless of the count of swings, I'm definitely putting my stop here. And then I started to kind of inch up. Once we came down and ripped back above, I then moved my stop loss to be under 550, and then 553, I guess. And then from there, when we broke out of this range here, let me just get rid of this now. When we broke out of this range here with all this, flip down, flip back up above it, fake flip zone right in here. I then moved my stop loss under this guy, and then this was the SNDR of the fake flip zone. It was a double SNDR, so it breaks this fake flip zone and the larger fake flip zone. So this was my point of invalidation there. We make one more swing higher with a flip down and a flip up. We come down here and make a flip up again, and I said, okay, look, that's where I'm tapping out. I'm going to put my stop loss right there at 600. Nice round number. And yeah, I mean, it took it out, made me think that I was going to cry about it, but then I'm not crying about it now. I'm glad that I didn't get induced. I'm glad that I just chilled out. So yeah, if you want to join my Discord server, it's completely free. And you guys can see kind of like my trades live. I like to take screenshots and share when I'm interested in positions, when I get into positions, when I'm managing my stop loss and stuff like that. So if that could be helpful to you, go ahead and join. Make sure to like and subscribe and stuff like that to support me doing this free right now. I am working with a private group of a handful of traders to privately mentor them for free as well while I work on my future mentorship model. Don't like the way that I have been doing things for quite some time now. And so my plan long term is just to actually take a handful of maybe 5 students and teach them to be full-time traders, or at least part-time with consistent profitability. And then what I learned from creating that program, I will use to help other traders. I'll use to help other traders overall. When I do that, I'll be doing private mentorships in the future and stuff like that. But that's not going to be for 6 to 12 months. So for right now, come and soak it up. It's completely free for a while. And yeah. Anyways, hopefully this helped. 100 points, not really something I usually make a video about, but it's a Monday and I didn't expect much, and I feel like I really got a good precision entry here. So yeah, this is a great example of how to use this kind of invisible market structure, and hopefully you guys will Go back and watch the playlist videos as well to learn how I did this so that you can do it yourself and understand what the hell I'm talking about when I'm yapping in the Discord server. All right. Have a good afternoon. Peace out.